Thank you, and thank you, everyone. This is my third appearance tonight on this stage, and I get to say a few words to you, so I'm grateful. Good evening. On behalf of HSBC, I'd like to thank the entire CGCC team, Chairman Xu Chen, for putting on yet another brilliant Chinese New Year celebration. I also like to extend a warm thank you to the CGCC team for the warm welcome and reception to all of us who have joined the Strategic Advisory Group. And I know I speak on behalf of members when I say it's an honor to be part of this renowned organization. As some of the illustrious speakers have said before me, it's increasingly clear that the United States and China represent one of the most important, and I truly believe the most important, economic relationship in today's world. Certainly important to all of us sitting here this evening and to HSBC. Indeed, the relationship is one that HSBC has been part of ever since we were founded in 1865. And as soon as we opened our first offices in Hong Kong and in Shanghai, a few months later, we started to serve customers in San Francisco in the US. And since that time, for 150 plus years, our activity in the US and China has been driven by the same purpose that motivates us everywhere we operate, which is serving as a commercial and financial bridge between nations and regions, and to better connect customers to opportunities, enable businesses to thrive. Last year was very pivotal to China, and I expect 2018 to continue on that trajectory. And there are two things I simply wanted to share with you tonight. The first and most visible of the impact that China is having in advancing globalization via the Belt and Road Initiative. And while there is no official support for BRI by the US government, US companies recognize these massive opportunities. The main projects are likely to be awarded to Chinese companies, but they will need to subcontract some portion of the work, and established US firms with a history of operating globally will be in strong demand, specifically those focused on engineering, on construction, on maintenance, logistic architectures, and business services. And the knowledge that these American companies are going to share with their Chinese counterparts will deepen economic and personal ties between the two countries and deepen the bilateral relationship. And the second area is Chinese leadership of the low-carbon transition and the fight against climate change. China is leading the world by example it is setting domestically through enforcement of tighter environment regulations, and investment in sustainable infrastructure, and by cleaning up the pollution caused by its heavy industry. From an HSBC perspective, what we see happening in China is leading us to deepen our engagement here. We're supporting the development and the opening up of Chinese capital markets. And in December, we have established the first ever securities firm that's majority owned by foreign bank, Shanghai Securities. Our joint venture with a Chinese partner that will provide debt and equity underwriting on the ground research, as well as M&A advisory services. As China develops and as its economic relationship with the United States deepens, the key now is for all of us to continue championing US-China business activity. And to that end, I would like to recognize the efforts of the CGCC, and whose work has been at the forefront of the US-China connectivity and continues to foster greater business dialogue. On that note, I'd like to raise a glass to the Year of the Dog. Hope 2018 will herald a year of promise and economic prosperity to all of you. Thank you very much.